signal's going to look like either, guys. Let me go ahead, before anybody shows up, let me turn off my Wi-Fi. There we go. Turn off my Wi-Fi because that always winds up being a problem. I'm so glad we're moving. I've been complaining. Trust me, you know, when we interrupted in mid live feed and things like that, this is all I got right now. I mean, I can't go to work. I haven't been making knives because we're selling the house and all that. It's just the wallaby. It's just doing the live feeds and stuff's all I really have right now. And the fact is, I can't do it because of signal in my house. And then I wake up this morning and my data, my cellular signal, nothing. I had to reset my phone and all that. So, Puro Daily Carry. I was gonna say I haven't seen you on here in a while. What's up, Zach? I'm hoping that I can sharpen some knives today, but flip side of it is I have a lot of paperwork to do. Lots of paperwork. So the big news though, big stuff happened yesterday. My merch store launched. So if you guys go to the comments section, I posted up a link and it takes forever for these live feeds to process. Yesterday's live feed didn't fully go up with the replay of the comments till 10, 11 o'clock last night. So it's taking a long time. So, Tammy, I did shoot a video yesterday. I posted it up. I sent it to the guy that I shot the video for. So to let you know, tomorrow's video, McGear Bear, what's up? Tomorrow's video you guys are gonna see is 100% to publicize a big giveaway. Like we're talking about, you'll see the video. It went up to the paying members yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening. Took forever to shoot. Having problems with the camera on this phone. That's another thing. When I film stuff, there's a lot of times that it doesn't actually capture any video. There's a lot of audio. It won't actually play on my phone, but it will play on my, you mean the merch link doesn't work? I just used it. I literally just used it because I had to order some stuff for myself. They're gonna reimburse me, but I literally just ordered a sweatshirt and a coffee mug using that link this morning. So if it's not working, I'll check it again. Okay, I'll check it. I'll check it. But holy crap. What am I carrying today? Nothing at the moment because I don't have pockets. I am in my polypropylene long johns. I have knives everywhere, but I don't have anything in my pocket because I don't have a pocket. Doesn't mean I don't have a firearm right next to me. Oh, no pockets, can't carry a knife. Made sure that the pew pew came. Okay, I'll make sure that I didn't screw up the transcription, but I copied and pasted that. So, like I said, I know I used it. And if you follow me on Instagram, I posted it up, and there's been a couple people that bought stuff there. I will tell you that the coffee cups are, and when I say a delay, I don't want you to say, oh, I won't buy it. The coffee cups are delayed a little bit. Apparently they posted up the link before they were ready to actually start printing. So apparently what happens is you place your order, it goes to print on demand service, and then it gets shipped to you. I got my notification that my order had been prepared. The deal is that they can't give me free stuff, but what'll happen is I get reimbursed. So kind of like the Olight thing. I get a portion of the profits, but then I'll get reimbursed. So my order was, I ordered a hoodie. There's going to be a video of PDM complaining about me having a hoodie. You guys will see that. We haven't seen PDM in a while. I just haven't. I've been so busy making good decisions that poor decision Mike just is like, you got this, man. I'm gonna stand back. I don't want to screw this up. Because he would. So, PDM has not at all been involved in the process of selling this house. I'm putting on socks because it's cold. No, that's fine. I'm just saying, I'll go back and I'll check the link. I put it should be in the description of videos. I'll make sure if it is incorrect on that. Well, hang on a second, let's just go get my computer. This is silly. I don't know why I don't do this. I'll just go get my laptop and we'll figure it out. We'll see. Oh, we'll grab something. I wanted to point something out to you guys. I don't want to be quiet. My wife's awake. Morning, wife. Grab my laptop. I'll make sure that it might have been a transcription thing. I'm gonna grab something in here too. I don't want to put the lid on it tight, but so, men's grooming is a thing. And while I might look like I just came out of a cave somewhere or have been living in the outback of Alaska for the last 6 to 8 weeks, I still do groom my beard because nothing irritates me more than when my beard gets tangled up. And this is not at all a sponsorship thing. I just like to call out things that I like, products that are good. I found a small company called Can You Handlebar LLC, and they make dry beard oil or beard balm. This one smells like coffee. This one smells like, right here you can see it, it's coffee aroma. And my beard isn't tangled up. See how shiny it is? It's soft. It's not all bristly like it was. And my skin, because you get it clear up on your skin. My skin's soft. It's got lanolin and stuff in it. It's like $8, and this thing lasts forever. And it got different fragrances and stuff. So if you would like to support there's a lot of gray in it though, sis. If you want to support another small business, like I said, they don't support me at all. That's not, I've got tons of antique straight razors. I got tons of antique safety razors. I've got all kinds of wet shaving gear, brushes, soaps, aftershaves. What do I have? I have rose oil. I have lily oil for your skin, things like that. It's 3 hours. So right now it's 8:05. Let me look at this link though. I want to see this link and see. Because you guys are saying it's not working. I used the link. I cut and pasted the link. So I may have missed that. Actually, if you buy a good straight razor, you don't ever have to buy anything again. A good badger hair brush, silver tip badger hair brush will last you a lifetime, and a good straight razor will last you a lifetime. So you're not paying for replacement blades and things like that. It's a little bit more upfront cost, but on the backside, you don't pay anything over. And a puck of soap will last you forever. Guys, there's 17 people here and only 8 likes. Let's see here. Nope. I think I used the wrong password. Yep. I got like 10 different passwords and sometimes I get them confused. Nope, that's not this one. And they're all like crazy long. The other thing you can do if you want to find the merch store is you can go to the Full 30 and then go to the store, and then there's a menu you can look up creators. They have me listed there. Like if it doesn't work, I'm just upset that if it doesn't. Come on. So let's see here. Let's look at. Oh, this. Guys, I have a Bitcoin mining program that works pretty well. It did anyway. That it's called Honey Miner. The problem is it loads every time, and then it just is in the way. And I really don't think. Okay, so we're gonna look at this storefront. Okay, so HTTPS snakebite //store.full30. Yeah, snakebite. Full30.com collection crazy shark. Okay, let me look at what I put in. My daughter is awake, I believe. So she's probably going to come in. Let's look at what I put in my thing versus what's in, because it's a default. I set it up as a default to go in. Oh, wow. I lost 8 subscribers overnight. I would show you guys, but the analytics, YouTube is really, really strict about, I can't show you analytics. Like I can show you things, but I would have to blur everything out, so I can't do it in a live feed. They're really, really strict about that. You can get your channel shut down by showing your analytics, and like they're strict. And you wouldn't think that it would be that big a deal. All right, let's go to settings, upload defaults, HTTPS. Oh, okay, okay. Just got your what? What are we talking about? I already got that like it. Badger milk. True that. Okay, so give me a second. I'm trying to make sure that I didn't. I think I did screw up. I think I screwed up. But that's the link they sent me. So let's go ahead. Let's pull this up. Let me see what this is. Okay, I see what's wrong here. I'm going to fix that right now. And I'm going to put it in here. I see what the problem is. The link they sent me was an internal link because I was in Full30. The actual website link is different. I apologize. Let's paste that. So if you want to go there, so it's HTTPS. That would be a, what is that, guys? A colon backslash or forward slash store.full30.com /collections /crazy -sharp. There we go. I fixed it. So I'll go back and whatever the one I put up before was, I will, done. Problem solved. Sorry about that. But if you guys want to see, we'll go to my merch store so you can see what's available. There's only 3 items available right now, and the prices actually shifted from yesterday till today. So you have a mug, a sweatshirt, and I got a sweatshirt. I ordered a sweatshirt because I like the black. Hello? Hello? Come on. Come on. You're almost there. Sorry. Okay. Come on. You can do it. Let's go back. I wonder. It's probably just because I don't have. Anyway, they have a black one. Now, the thing is, this is everybody on Full30 gets their merch done. There's exclusive merch, but then there's this one, which has the Full30 Defense Force logo. That's the only sweatshirt they have available for me right now. But like I said, they have it in black. So I ordered a black one, and it's a nice, big, thick zip up. And then the back has my logo and everything on it. So the merch store's a thing. It's been busy. I had to. Well, then it wouldn't be my logo, then would it, Luke? And someone else would get. Why does my what? Keys? My operation keys? You talking about these? Because they're not actually keys. That's a actual menu bar that you can program. So I can close it, I can escape out of it, I can bring up my F keys if I want. I have volume controls and stuff like that that pop up. If I go to here and I close that and I bring up my volume bar, I can pick, it's got a slider. So those aren't actual keys. Oh, those. This is my business computer. I don't do that on this. This is actually just strictly, the only thing I do on here is email. Only thing I do on this computer is email, video editing, and this is where I have a hard drive that holds everything. This strictly is work. There is no, don't have room for that on here. I don't need that kind of crap on here. That's just not something I do. I have a phone. I have a waterproof phone and a shower. My wife's like, why are we always out of conditioner before we're out of shampoo? I got a waterproof phone and a high-speed internet connection. Go figure it out yourself. No, these are. I thought you were talking about the operation keys, the F keys. But I will tell you that little contact bar, that little touch bar on this, where the F keys normally be, is useful because from operation to operation and app to app, you can customize what's on there. So I have all of my little hotkeys. I meant to tell Jared Neves that. Jared Neve, when we were talking about it, I was telling him, I was like, dude, if you get, like, I know that he is an Android guy. I was like, but if you just get a refurbished iPhone just to shoot your videos on, and then a MacBook, the time that normally it would take to upload, like I can upload 5 gigabytes of data from my, hey, there's Justin. Stuff is still out on the counter from yesterday's video. If you have 2 Apple devices, I can airdrop up to, like, I can airdrop 6-7 gigabytes in like 3 to 5 minutes from device to device. I don't have to plug anything in. When I did stuff on an actual camera, I have an actual HD camera. Some of the stuff that you guys saw in the past was filmed on that camera. But to get it from one device to the other took forever. I'm talking like to send 6 gigabytes, even on a connected, it took me an hour or 2. Then I had to do the edit. Then I had to do the upload. You're looking at like 6 hours easy per video. I can film, delete stuff off my phone. Just look at it, yeah, I don't like that. Rewatch it, review it, edit it a little bit, do small stuff like crop it and things like that on the phone because it's so simple. So the segments are basically ready while I'm filming from segment to segment. Drop them to my phone via AirDrop in like 5 minutes. Go into the editing suite, drop everything in, put in my transitions, put in my intros that are already pre-shot, pick what music I want, and have it start to upload. I literally, shooting the video is the longest, then the upload. I can cut that 5 or 6 hours down to like 2. Literally can do it in 2, as long as I don't have to reshoot anything. Like yesterday, this phone was recording things, and it showed that it recorded. There was a thumbnail of it, and I was like, okay, that should be good. I was happy with how it was. I did just so you guys know, there's not a lot of scripting that goes on, but I do write myself little notes, and I do a read through when I do a video about, like, say if I was doing a review video about this knife, so I don't miss any of the key points. But I was like, okay, I'd read through that. I was comfortable. It felt good, like how I did it. I was like, I'm not going to review it. I want to get this done because I wanted to get the video up. I went into edit, dropped those video files, no video, only audio. And I'm like, well, how did that happen? So I had to go back and reshoot a bunch of it. Talk to Apple, then they think there's a problem with the camera module in this phone. So this is the second phone I've had. And I still like Apple better than Android. I just wish that I was getting the quality products that I was a couple years ago. I've had some issues with some of stuff. But as far as the MacBook, I love it. I've had 0 issues with it. I use an external hard drive to store all that stuff locally. The battery life on it is insane. Until you start to render a video file, like to take it out of iMovie and save it in the format. The iMovie uses a different format. To save it to a format that I can export to YouTube, it will run the battery down like that. Because this thing, you can hear it, it just gets to running so hot that the fans are on and all that. And if you're not plugged in, you could kill your battery in a matter of 20 minutes. But just to sit around and send emails and stuff like that, I can use this all day and still be at like 50% battery life. So yes, I'm very happy with my MacBook Pro. And this is a refurbished model. This isn't a brand new one. And people are like, oh, you bought a refurbished one. Maybe, do you trust that? I was like, I got a friend that works in the electronics industry. He's like, no, here's the thing with refurbished stuff. The knife, I did an unboxing. So yeah, I showed everybody the knife that's in the video when it came. And I opened it up, and then I was messing around with it to get a feel for it. But it's boxed up. It's boxed up to go. As soon as post office opens, it's heading back to your house. Well, I mean, you kind of live at the shop, so yeah, it's heading back to your house. So I did an unboxing of it with letting everybody know that it was going to be a giveaway, and then I did the announcement with the giveaway, and then I talked about the history and like being, you saw it. So when you guys watch that video, keep in mind when I say amphibious ships, that means that we basically hauled the Marines everywhere, and so we're talking relatively small crew comparatively to the number of Marines that you had. Like we had like a 200 to 300 man crew. We'd have 1,800, 2,000 Marines on board. And so you spent a lot more time around Marines than you ever did around sailors. So my first few commands, I I didn't have, I mean, I had my sailor friends because when you drop the Marines off in Okinawa, the dirty worst, 31st Mew, we dropped those guys off, and then it was just us. And so, yeah, I was really tight knit with my fellow sailors on that ship. But as far as like how I interact with other sailors, I don't. Amphib sailors don't fit in with small boat sailors, like combatant ship sailors. Amphib sailors are rough around the edges, and we always used to say it like amphib sailors are rough around the edges, and then the guys that are on like the small boys and things like that, they're kind of prima donna wussies because they don't deal with that interaction between sailors and Marines. I mean, it really is a completely different dynamic going from amphibious to combatant. I mean, don't get me wrong, amphibious ships are combatant ships. We go into the beach. Like, the small boys, the ones that are like, oh, they're combatants, those guys actually stay farther away from combat than the amphibs do. When I first checked on board the USS Dubuque, I was told, you understand the mission of this ship, right? I was like, yeah. I was like, we carry Marines in. He's like, yes, we pick up Marines, we take them in, we drop them off. And I was like, yeah, then we go back and pick up more Marines. I was like, in actual combat? No, it's a one-trip thing. You make one trip. Life expectancy of this ship in actual fucking drop-off in combat is about 3 minutes. And I was like, okay, thanks for laying it out there for me, Chief. I know exactly what we do now. We drop people off and then we die. Good with it. That's what I get paid for. So, I mean, it's a completely different mentality. And Justin can tell you, he knows the different types of sailors. It's like air wing Marines and grunts, pogues and grunts. I got a friend that's infantry, and we're talking about knives, and we're talking about switchblade knives, and he goes, yeah, I don't like the Benchmades. And I was like, right? They're all soft and spongy, and they don't ever deploy correctly. And I was like air wing Marines. And he was like, that is about the best. That is about the best description. You still here, Justin? Justin's gonna be like, I was a comms guy. I was pogue, you asshole. I don't know. I actually don't know what Justin's actual job in the Marines was. He probably left. He's like, man, that guy's a dick. I saw somebody say we need another Drunk Sabenza review. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't. I haven't drank in a while. I gave up a lot of my vices here recently, just because financially it didn't make sense. I can't go out and buy beer and whiskey and the devil's lettuce and things like that when I'm worried about where money's going to come from. That's not fair. You know, I've got a daughter that has a dream of going to the Olympics, and if I'm purchasing alcohol and things like that, that's not money I should be spending. That's not good decision making. That's stuff that PDM does. Like I said, we've sequestered him. We locked him up in a cage. He's locked up. And he's still there. I see him. He's standing over with his hat on going, what you talking about? So, man, this thing. I sharpened this. I did a different edge on this. I was trying something, and I did it on a ceramic that I borrowed, and it is so sharp. It's crazy sharp. No, punchogram, I would do punchogram. I'd still do punchogram. I'd do that. That's not even a poor decision. That's just, some people just need that. So my sister has this business plan. So, you know, they have singing telegrams and things like that. So my sister, brilliant young lady, came up with this idea. She's like, you ever just thought to yourself, you talk to a guy, you've got his address, you're like 500 to 1,000 miles away, and you're like, that guy just needs punched in the face. Imagine if there was a service where you could just pay someone to go up and say, ring the doorbell, and when they come out, like, punchogram, what? This is from David, and walk away. Another one I'm looking at. Oh, it's a sickness. It is. I have to limit myself to one Sabenza. So if I want to get another one, I have to sell this one. But the thing is, this one and I have a history, and I love it, and I've done things to it, and it's seen some things. It's, you know, I wouldn't want to let this go. because the fact is, I can't ever get a 21 again. I'd have to go on the secondary market. I have a Sebenza 21. What finish do I do on it? You see it? I did a green and bronze. Let's turn it around. Maybe we can see it. So I blasted it, and then I tumbled it. Well, I blasted it, and then I did green, and then I tumbled a little bit, and then I did bronze anno over it. And now I just, as I carry it, I just take it back at the shop, and I just redo the bronze. What finish did I do on it? So this is, I took this to 1,000 grit, and then my buddy had a ceramic. I can't remember what one it was, and I'll ask him because I might get one when I have the money. So 1,000 grit, and then I put it on his ceramic plate, and it's somewhere in between like a medium, like the medium ceramic you would get on a Spyderco shark maker, like that brown, and the ultra fine that I have, and it is just nasty, sticky, scary, sharp. It wants to just, like, you when you touch it, you can just feel it grab. It just wants to take your fingerprints off. And it's really, really high polish, but it still feels, no, I just said it was not a Spyderco ceramic. I don't know what ceramic it was. Please listen to all the words. I mean, I don't know if it takes it that long to get to Tasmania that maybe not all the words come out. I'm just picking on you, man. I'm just picking on you. That's how you know. That's how you know you're a sailor. I'm drinking yesterday's coffee. Oh yeah, that's gonna be great. It's got that little scum of, like that little, here, like that oily pearlescent scum that forms on old coffee. Here, we'll look at it. You can see. Can you see it? That's just perfect. It's good up until you start seeing little colonies of mold. You can still drink that coffee. That's how you know you were a sailor. Like, how old's that coffee? 2 days? Like, all right, cool. 2 chips and you're 25. I know a guy that can take care of that. His email might be in the description. Isabel, you can come out and get eat. I'm just doing a live feed if you want to come get something to eat. Your stream was backed up. So here's another thing. Okay, maybe I was having a conversation in my head about things that annoy me that people do and say. That, yeah, I made hot water yesterday. I may have been having that conversation in my head and then just brought you in at that point. One of the things that irritates me about people like, well, you got to consider that signal from your phone went to space and had to go all the way back down. No, it doesn't. We use very little as far as satellite transmissions for actual communications and things like this. This signal goes from my phone to a tower, into the ground, across the cable, under the ocean to Australia, which I find way more impressive than just bouncing off a satellite. Around the world. Around the world. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you handlebar? I already did it. Yeah, don't forget that. What are you having?
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal? Come over here for a second when you get ready, because I wanted to show everyone. You guys remember my little baby girl. My little baby girl in all my videos. Little baby girl is tall. She's almost as tall as her mother. If she's wearing shoes for what you compared to what you were.
Considering I'm 5'2", it's not very tall.
Okay, so it drives me nuts. I hate it. I hate everything about it.
What?
Because I see how little boys look at her now.
Did you just say that?
And now I want to kill him. Huh? No, I hate it.
That was hate speech.
I don't hate you. That wasn't hate speech.
Yes, it was. Everything that you do is hate speech.
See,
You laid out.
it's not funny. It's not funny because the fact is, do you know how often I get accused of being a racist just based on how I look? I have to take down comments off this YouTube channel all the time. Constantly. People that don't even know me, have no idea about my life, have never talked to me, accused me of being a fucking racist. Oh yeah, I know. I know. It's just because it hits home because I literally have to. Guys, do you know why I don't respond to a lot of comments these days? One, I've got over 1,000 videos up. And the fact is, I spend so much of that time, like any free time, I gotta watch comments because I'm taking stuff down and I'm taking down spam and I'm taking down the hot girls at one point, at 1 minute and 14 seconds. I'm like, why? Why do these things? But okay, sis, I would like you to send a message to my baby girl about the fact she's like, I've grown all I'm gonna grow. She seems to think that this the thing that we got from the Stonebrook side of the family, she's like, it didn't hit me.
See, but I'm also.
No, it didn't hit me. I'm not gonna be that tall. I was like, yeah, great. You say, oh well, mom's not that tall. You've met my mother. She's tall. She's shorter. She's as tall as that tripod. My grandmother was that tall. I'm telling you right now. My sister is fairly tall, and I'm not. I'm well above average.
The thing is, the only time I ever grew was when I stopped skating. So that's my logic there.
She seems to think that I'm like 5'2", I'm gonna stay like that. She's gonna be a mutant. I've seen her feet. I have to smack that attitude out of the back of her head. You're like, there it went.
Is my peanut butter bothering you?
No, your attitude is.
I was just saying.
It's not the peanut butter, it's the fact that you're here. No, what I was saying is I'll try to find out. I'll try to find out what the ceramic. How tall am I? I'm
6'3".
I'm 6'3" in shoes. I'm 6'2", 6'2 and a half flat-footed. It depends on how well I slept and how much my back decompressed. I'm almost, if I'm wearing those new work boots, I'm almost 6'4". 230 pounds ish. What's the matter? What's mama?
She's forcing me to eat yogurt, and I don't want yogurt. She's like, no, I want yogurt.
So okay, so mama is saying that you're not having a healthy breakfast. You have banana, peanut butter, so you got your proteins. You got oatmeal, which is a long burning carbohydrate, and you're drinking milk. I don't see why you would have to have yogurt with that. I mean, you've already got, sorry.
She wants me to eat yogurt?
I don't know. She wants you to eat, maybe it's because we have so much yogurt.
I know.
Maybe she's like, you better eat that yogurt before it goes bad.
I guess I'll eat it up for lunch.
Here, have an onion. These onions are really good. I know, and it irritates me. That makes me want to get a DNA test. It's the only thing. That was her breakfast. She made that herself. I didn't have anything to do with that. She came out and made her own breakfast. Oatmeal with strawberries, banana, and peanut butter. So she's getting protein, she's getting carbohydrates, she's getting all of her vitamins and potassium she needs from her banana, and she's got. No, I didn't. I've been on submarines, and I could have served on a submarine. My thing was you couldn't put me in a tin can and shove me under the water for 180 days. Someone would die. A lot of blonde-haired, blue-eyed Asians running around, I guarantee you. I was starting to walk away when I saw that comment, and I was like, that is a very valid point. I already got one that I know about that's out in Utah. I got one out in Utah that's 24, 23, something like that. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that very often. It's a point of contention between me and the wife. I mean, we've been married for 19 years, so it's not like it happened. Like, hey, guess what I did? It wasn't that, but it's just, we just don't talk about it. Flip side of it is I didn't find out about it until way later. I was never told because that relationship was never going to work. And so the young lady involved was incredibly great. She was an incredibly great person, and we just knew that relationship wasn't going to work. And we cut ties. We were both military. She got out. She has since married. And the whole thing was, when I was told about it, she's like, look, knowing you, you would have tried to do the right thing and you would have ruined both of our lives. And she's like, so I just didn't tell you. So he has a father. He adopted him. He calls him dad. I mean, we know about each other. No, I hadn't graduated yet. If you remember right, I had to go to that graduation party with burn cream on my face. My graduation, I didn't have eyebrows. That happened before graduation. That happened just a couple days before graduation. Yeah, no eyebrows. I had to go to my graduation with no eyebrows. Really red face, but my skin was so clear after that. It was like I'd had a dermabrasion. Yeah, we're not going to get into what happened. No, it's fine. We don't need to haul that picture out again. Thank God you can't just post pictures up on a... Guys, I got to show you something. I just remembered that it's on here. So, my friend Matthew has got the weird, sick, goofy sense of humor that I do. So one of the things that I share with him is we have a distinct love for the movie American Psycho. I love it. It's just a great movie. He got me this, and it's a sticker, and it's on my phone. It's on my laptop. But he also got me this one. Love that little dude. He's great. And I mean, you guys have seen so many of Matthew's knives on this channel. So, yeah, I think I fixed that issue with the... What was I going to say? The issue with the merch store link. And I will go back and I will correct it manually. I should do that right now. I'll correct that manually on the video that went up yesterday. Oh, it's a great movie. It's a great movie because it's so over the top and goofy and so ambiguous as to what's really going on. Like, you never really know whether Patrick Bateman is Patrick Bateman, and you never know whether he's crazy, and you never know whether the events actually happen, if they're just in his head. And it's just fun. But my favorite part is when he kills the dude with the axe in his apartment. He's talking about Huey Lewis in the News, and he kills the guy with the axe. It's just funny. It's a weird kind of dark humor that people a lot of times just don't get these days. Let me go back here and copy the storefront link. Copy. And then go back to my channel. I'm doing some stuff. We'll go to my... I think we have to go to my actual channel for this. Community. Oh, hey, it's showing that I'm live. Let's see. Oh, let's see here. Edit. Yeah, that's why. I didn't all copy over. I've got you guys. I got you. Return. So I'm posting it up again. There we go. So if you guys want to go to the merch store, it's in the community tab. I just posted that up. It's right under, well, you guys can't see it, but I can. Let's make sure that this works. Yep, now it works. Eating bread and oats, poor decision, Mike. What? Poor decision, Mike. I pulled it. Ooh. There was one that I watched. About the writer and the director together had both said they dispelled some of the myths about the intent of the movie and what actually was going on with Patrick Bateman. And I watched it, and it's still like, it's still like, that kind of ruins it. Like, having that open-ended thing makes you watch it again going like you're trying to figure it out. So I don't watch a lot of those theory things because then it kind of, like, especially the ones that dispel other theories. I like the ambiguousness of it, like trying to figure it out on your own. So, what was the, do I get a good deal at least? Actually, yes. Full 30 brokers a lot of deals with their creators. And so like that, that little Olight link that I've got up so that you guys know, I get like 30% of the profits that come from that link. And I'm not just shilling it because like if I thought it was a crappy product, I still wouldn't have done it. I'm keeping this. This is now my personal light on my pew pew. I did a video about it on Full 30. I really love this thing because it's a little more modular than the other ones I've seen. It fits a lot of different guns and it's adjustable. I'll pull the whole thing off and show you. It's adjustable. Here we go again. I'm on a tirade. It's adjustable because like once you lock this on with your rail attachment, you lock it on, and then a lot of the other ones are just okay. So like this one only has one setting. So when I put this on that gun, the only place it fits is way forward, and I have to reach way past. Like I have to adjust my grip to turn this light on that handgun. Later, sis. This one, no matter where I put it, all right, you ready? I can find a spot that it fits on there, and then I can do this. So like if it needs to come back further, so it's all the way up against my trigger guard, so I just reach down and touch it, because this is how it mounts. It mounts on a rail there. And then all I'm doing is like while I'm in a trigger disciplined position, my finger is right on that switch. I can turn that light on and off. It's ambidextrous. I can turn it off left and right. And you can pick and choose how far that goes so that it makes it much more useful. And the other thing is, this is heavy. Like that's heavy. This, when I put it on there, what you want is to be comfortable with your firearm. You train with it, you learn. That's for home defense. And it allows me to not change that to a point that it's different. It doesn't feel any different with this on as it does with it off. It feels exactly the same. It doesn't make it forward heavy because this weighs next to nothing. I could go get my scales. Let's do that. See, this weighs, big scope of things, once you have a loaded magazine in that, this doesn't weigh anything. I'll go get my scale. I'm not gonna. So in ounces, guys, it's like 2¼ ounces. It's like 2 ounces, if that. It weighs like, if you guys know how light the sea snake is, it just really doesn't. How much is in that grams? Because I know down in Tasmania you guys use grams. It's 73 grams. 73 grams. It's not even 100 grams. The bowl of oat. That other one's heavy because flip side too is this is rechargeable, and you don't even have to plug it in. It's magnetic. It sticks on there. So yeah, if you guys go to my Full 30 channel, I did a video about it. Why are people leaving? We're just getting started. Well, it's actually been 43 minutes. I can get it. I do have things I have to do. I have a lot of paperwork that I have to do for the escrow for the house. So I'm not going to stay on here too much longer, but I'll stick around. I like to stick around. If we've got like 12 people or so on here, I try to stick around for a little bit. Why does that not go? Because it's backwards, Michael. You did it backwards. You put it on there backwards. That's why. Well, I don't think I have too many of those. But if I do,
Oopsies.
that's all I gotta say. Did I hear the car sounds at the end of the last live? I don't know why, but go away. I'm gonna wash your headphones.
Okay, but
The car sounds at the end of the last live. I don't remember. Then again, I don't hear the greatest, so. Probably not. If it was that obvious, I would have remembered it. Are you getting ready to take a shower?
Oh wait, I need a PT.
Well, I was going to tell you that heater is in the bathroom if you want to use
know.
it. You can turn it on. It keeps the smoke detector from going off. Guys, it is cold this morning. There's ice on everything.
I was awake because I woke up at 4 and then I went back to bed at 5.
Can you tell me after? I'm trying to tie this up.
Oops, size.
I mean, I know that we do that a lot, but I'm sure that that's not why they tuned into the live feed, was to hear you and I have a conversation. She's like, "Oh, I forgot you were talking to other people." Yeah, I don't remember hearing anything about car noises. But I mean, I was at the ice rink in a parking lot, so it was probably cars running around. So it probably was nothing that it's C. No, it's F for freedom units. Not C for communist temperature range. What kind of knife will Biden carry? Just picturing one of the little rubber bones we had when we were kids. It came with the plastic gun and the rubber knife. It's exactly what I was going with. Like one cut out of cardboard. My mom said I could play with this. Oh, that's not nice. We shouldn't do that. Like, I don't want to do any political stuff on here, but that is funny though. I mean, that's the way I feel about most politicians. They're just wishy-washy and weak. So let's not even get into that though. We won't do that. So, well, good morning, dog. What do you want? Come here and I'll give you your medicine. Come here. It's freezing over here. I'm pretty. Wait a second. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it summer for you guys down under? I mean, Tasmania still is down under because you guys are on a different hemisphere. So when it's, come here. Hey, you medicine. So when it's winter for us, it's summer for you, because I remember right before Christmas we were down there and it was hot as, it was really hot in Darwin. Like December 5th we were there. Sit, chin up, open, good girl. That's a good girl. All right, go to Isabel. Go, I'm done. That's it, that's all you need. Go ahead, go take off. Yeah, there you go. Just gonna lay in the sun because it's cold. I think I missed some stuff. I did see that. I actually like. Okay, so this isn't the same. Okay. All right, then I had another guy that. No. Yes. No, you're not allowed to watch TV. I had another guy that had a handle that was similar to that was in Tasmania. And I just kind of thought it was the same guy. I'm sorry. You're in New York? Get the fuck out. Get out now while you can. Yeah, Murray, I knew you were in South Africa. And is it hot right now? It's like, well, I mean, I don't know. South Africa's in that weird area where everybody's like, oh, South Africa, it's got to be hot. Well, the further south you go, you get the same effect as going north. Like, I know that traveling to the Horn of Africa, that is a cold transit, and it's rough. So people forget that, like, oh, South Africa, it's got to be so crazy hot there. And I was like, I'm sure it is at times, but the fact is that you get the exact effect going south that you get going north. It's the middle of the planet that stays hot all the time, and everybody just assumes that. So further south you go, you're getting into you have the Arctic, and you have the opposite, which would be the Antarctic. I had something I was going to tell you guys and I forgot. Oh, we were talking about the merch store. Oh, yeah, so full30.com. I'm sorry. Got off onto something else. Full30.com has been really, really good with the amount of money that they give to their producers for things. And it's because that's how they entice us to go over and produce on their channel. They still are making money, ad revenue and things like that. So they do these things for us because they realize a lot of us have been so disenchanted with how YouTube is. So if any of you guys want to follow me I would love to have everyone follow me on full30.com because that gets them more traffic. That gets them more traffic on that site because what they're doing is they're providing an outlet for people who don't want to be censored. And I don't mean just like, I don't mind like not dropping F-bombs and censoring messages because it's actually good for me. I curse too much and I need to tone it down. And doing this here and censoring myself to meet the requirements of the platform, that's not a bad thing. I don't mind that because I'm not gonna lie, I watch a ton of YouTube and I always have. I watch videos that I find interesting and I get upset when my daughter's watching things. There's a lot of cursing and things like that. I'm like, I don't like that. But that's not the kind of censorship I'm talking about. But to be able to just, like, I've done videos that got taken down about firearms because the fact is, they're like, oh, it doesn't meet a requirement. I did everything by your guidelines, but yet you took my video down. And they're like, well, you're not, you're not a certified, I was like, guys, and I contended it. I was like, I was a marksmanship instructor, range operator, range officer, RSO, crew serve weapons instructor, that's machine gun and machine gunnery. I taught every aspect of firearms in the military, and you're telling me I'm not qualified to put up a video on YouTube about what was basically my job for the entire time I was in the military? What do you want? Oh, you're talking to the dog. And so it's a platform where we can do those things. I just did a video yesterday about those lights. And why is everyone leaving? Yeah, because Demo Ranch, here's the thing. Demo Ranch is not 5,000 subscribers. Demo Ranch is 15 million subscribers. You see where I'm going with that? It's like the whole PewDiePie thing. PewDiePie did stuff and if I did the stuff that PewDiePie did, you guys would never know I existed. YouTube would never let me put up another video. They would have taken my entire channel down. It is a double standard. But you have to remember, guys like PewDiePie, guys like Demo Ranch that have between his 3 channels, I think Demo Ranch has got like 35 million subscribers between 2 different platforms. That is a lot of revenue. And they still censor his stuff. He always talks about being taken down. He doesn't get monetization on his channel. He gets most of his stuff through sponsorships, and some of his videos still can be monetized. But I'm telling you that's the reason. I couldn't do that. But Full 30 is going to let me do this. There's a lot of content that I want to do. Yeah, like Ron, or what was his name? Jake Paul, or I don't know. He's a dickbag. But yeah, there's a complete double standard. If I did the things that those larger channels would do, they would shut me down like that. I don't make them any money. It barely makes me any money. I maybe every other month could buy a really nice knife. Full 30 has a website. They don't have an app yet. And so basically you would have to, that's why I put the channel link in my description so you guys can follow me there because you can't search channels yet. They're still building their platform. Logan, that's what it was. Logan Paul. So they're still building their platform, but you've got some big channels there. Hickok 45, Student of the Gun, Forgotten Weapons. If you guys don't watch Forgotten Weapons, Gun Jesus is like the best channel. And if you watch it once, you'll understand what I'm saying. Everybody's like, oh yeah, you gotta go. Did you see the new video that Gun Jesus put up? And you're like, no, I gotta go find that. So you go find Forgotten Weapons. Because he goes and he finds these antique weapons at, now people are coming in at the very end. I'll run this a little longer if you guys want, but just keep in mind, it takes a long time for it to render. So let's not go there where. No, so like there's so many, there's a handful of channels that have and well, they're building their infrastructure. But the thing is, they're not tied to like Amazon or Google. They have basically a safe infrastructure. So now that they have the infrastructure, what they're doing is they're building the actual they're building the actual interface. So there's things that you can't do yet. Like you can't search channels, but if you have a link, you can go directly to that channel. Just because like you can do keyword search, but you can't search like my channel name. But no, the videos are all 1080p. I started shooting everything 1080p instead of 4K because actually I shoot it in 4K and then I take it down to 1080p, which I'm not noticing any change in resolution. Doing it that way. When I was shot a couple in 1080p, I wasn't happy with how they shot. So it was, you know, I was like, okay, but if I shoot it in 4K and then render it in 1080p, it looks great. I don't know, but I do know that the flip side of this is everybody on YouTube complains about the fact that they have issues, something happens, and they can't get a resolution. Like, hey, my video got taken down. What's going on? Why? I met the guidelines. I stayed clearly within the guidelines as displayed, as directed, with the guidance you provided me. I feel as though I was within the guidelines, and you get nothing back. I had an issue where I couldn't update a video. You know what I did? I went into, basically it's like Discord. It's called Slack. And I typed a message to the owner of the company. I said, hey, you know, just out of curiosity, what's going on? So I was like, oh, let me get you in touch with the dev team. 2 minutes later, I'm in touch with the dev team, this guy named Joe. And he goes, yeah, hey, Mike, what can I do to help you? I'm sorry you're having problems. 5 minutes later, we've resolved all the issues in my channel. He goes, let's just go through and let me scrub all these things. He's like, is this the way you want it? Is this the way you want it? And we're like on a phone call. And I'm on my computer. And we're scrolling through. He's like, okay, look at that. That's your description. Is that the way you want it? He goes, is that the picture you want? Because I can change that. If you send me the file, I can put it up for you. They built my channel for me that day. I was like, no, that's like, I tried to do it. And I was like, nope, that didn't go up. He goes, nope, let me do it. He's like, I know it's a new platform. We're working out some bugs. Let me help you. I have direct access to the owner of the company, the CEO of the company, the dev team, and the guy that does their marketing. They set me up a merch store. I would imagine that that's what it's from. I'm not 100% sure because I don't know. How many people do you know that just have a full-sized K-bar fighting knife on their kitchen counter just laying there? It's just laying there next to a sea snake, a stonefish, a custom stonefish. Guys, I had a custom stonefish that I made for my buddy Matthew come back for sharpening. I forgot what a Nightmare S9 or S125V is to sharpen. It's so good though, but it took me longer to sharpen this knife that was not that dull. Like it was still fairly sharp. It took me longer to sharpen this that wasn't dull than it would have to repair a knife in other steels. Yeah, S125V. Yeah. You have to use diamond. This is the only steel that I've used that I make stuff out of that has. Did you guys hear that? Did you hear the dog fart?
I'm watching Dance now.
No, the dog just like, it was just loud. You can't see it now. It's too late. I can't play it back. What do you like? She's like, really? I was like, the dog didn't fart on my phone. My phone didn't fart. The dog is over there and farted. But she's all like, teenagers are, I don't know if you know this. Something happens when a child needs to stop.
I was going to put my head in the camera. I wasn't looking for the dog. I was going to do this and my head didn't reach.
Yeah, excuses. Teenagers, they go from being common sense and fun to be around when they're like young, and then they turn into a teenager, and you're like, if I could drop you off at Goodwill,
I've never been called.
I would. You're defective. Your brain no longer functions properly. Go.
I'm looking at the dog.
So, but no, the whole platform is just based around being able to put up content you want to put up without having your First Amendment rights stepped upon. And I dig it. I do understand, like I said, with YouTube, I don't like when my daughter watches some of the things that are on YouTube because they just are horribly foul. But then again, I also understand that some people would up to content. I like my channel to be a little cleaner because there's a chance I know a lot of guys that watch my videos on their TV with their kids in a room, and I would not want to watch somebody's videos if they were just throwing up garbage. I wouldn't want to watch videos on my TV with Isabel when she was little. So it's good to a point. They're doing things to protect people, but I also understand that they go a little far. Like, there's no reason that some of that content. What happened yesterday? My merch store started up. Unknown, unknown. Oh, so anyway, 3 items in the merch store. It's been an hour. Guys, I get on here with you guys and it's just fun. Like, people are like, do you do an hour live feed? Like 2 days in a row? I was like, you know what? I do. And the time just flies. I love these. Just hanging out. I told the guys on Full 30. I told the guys on Full 30, I was like, when are we going to do, like I said, yeah, I did. When are we going to start doing live feeds? And they're like, dude, that's on our list. And I was like, good, because you have no idea how incredibly fun and rewarding it is to do the live feeds with the community that you've established. The people, like, there's always the same group of people that go in these live feeds, and it's fun. I love, it's like hanging out with you guys. And on top of the fact, it's so much fun. It's a blast. It builds an audience loyalty that channels that don't do live feeds just don't have. They really don't. There's channels that I like, and I'm like, man, I just wish they do live feeds. And I'll watch them like every once in a while. On my Mercy store, go to the community tab. I just updated it. Go to the community tab on my channel. Go to the actual channel where you see my face and you'll see community, videos, join, and all those things. I just updated it. The one that is in the link for the video right now is not going to work because I haven't updated it. So it's just a matter, I copied the link. What happened was I have the Slack app where we all communicate on my phone, and that took me to a different portal. I had to go through Safari or Google to do it because it's a different link depending on if you're in the app or not. So yeah, there's like 3 items on there right now, and the mugs will be a little bit delayed. So apologize for that. But yeah, guys, I do have to get off of here. I have a lot of paperwork to do for the escrow. I have to do the disclosures and amendments stuff for selling the house. So guys, take it easy. I love you guys. Follow me on full30.com. If you want to get a sweatshirt, they look great. They're super heavy, like zip up fleece sweatshirts. So they're in the merch store. They are a bit pricey, but the ones I've seen are like super good quality. So I'll have them on the channel. If you want to hold off, I've got one coming. I'll have it on the channel. I'll show you guys. Take it easy. Like I said, if you're a beard guy, go check these guys out. Support another small business. Can You Handlebar LLC. And they have different fragrances and stuff. They have oils and waxes and beard balms. Guys, I'm out of here. Take it easy. See you next time.